Hey guys, it's the Chad, and in my two previous videos we talked about ways to prevent yourself from buying a stolen trailer, and once you bought that trailer, the steps to take to prevent it from being stolen. Well, today in part 3 of my trailer series, I'm going to talk to you guys about how to stamp, engrave, or discreetly mark your trailers, just in case it would ever be taken. As you can... Oh! Well, I guess in part 4 of my series, we should talk about how not to have your truck and trailer stolen with your cell phone in it. Yeah. Hey Ron, think I could use your phone for a minute? So if you've taken all the proper steps to prevent your trailer from being stolen and it still happens, well that sucks. But kudos for taking the extra effort. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to ID and mark your trailers just in case they are taken. Now this is a very important step because if it is stolen, you're going to want and need to get it back. Why? Because I doubt you insured it, and most people don't unless it's some big expensive trailer. So with this video, I'm trying to increase your chances that you can get it back. But more importantly, I want you to help the police catch the scumbag that stole it. So let's get started. Step number 1 is going to be adding discrete markings to multiple places on your trailer. You don't need any tools or mechanical skills to complete this task. You just need a Sharpie, a paint pen, or maybe a can of spray paint. So I grabbed a can of spray paint. I'm going to crawl underneath the trailer and put a couple puffs of this blaze orange paint down there on the axle and a couple other spots. I doubt too many criminals are going to be crawling underneath your trailer to see if you put blaze orange down there. Another thing you can do is grab a Sharpie or a paint pen that's a contrasting color than the trailer paint. Then I would go through on the tongue and write the full VIN number or at least a partial. And then I would go through and write these down again somewhere else on the bottom side of the trailer that no one would see. The reason why I put it up here so clearly visible is if a thief ever steals it, more than likely they're going to get paint thinner and try to wipe it off, or they're going to grind this off. So hopefully the next person that's looking to buy this trailer might go, maybe this trailer's stolen and I shouldn't buy it, but maybe not. Then I'm going to crawl underneath the trailer with my Sharpie or paint pen and write the full VIN number or ID number somewhere where I don't think a thief would ever find it. Now, yeah, don't do that. Now it's not a bad idea to wash the underside of the trailer. That way your paint sticks pretty good to the bottom side of the trailer. Yep. If you're one that doesn't care what your trailer looks like, it's not a bad idea to get away from the traditional black and go with some loud, funky color. That way it stands out in the public. Thieves are fairly lazy. I doubt after they steal the trailer, they want to go do manual labor and repaint it before they sell it. Now I've got some pink here that we can use and it'll be pretty loud. Nope, 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 never mind. Nope, come on. Okay, so I think I'm gonna just use some different steps. Step number 2 would be engraving your VIN number or ID number on multiple places on the trailer. Now the first place I would do this would be again on the front tongue. That way it's very visible. Now if a thief ever takes this, more than likely they're gonna try to cover this, paint over it, or grind it off. Now before you start engraving this, it's a good idea to go through and write your VIN, partial VIN, whatever you're going to use on a piece of paper. That way you don't screw it up. But before you get started with your engraver, you do need to take the safety precautions. Don't forget, this guy is a power tool. And when you get finished with the tongue, crawl underneath the trailer and put your VIN or ID number on another spot where you don't think a thief would ever find it. So step number 3 is going to be to stamp your trailer. Now you can go online to Amazon and buy these anywhere from $20 to $50 depending on the quality that you buy. Harbor Freight has them, And sometimes if you're lucky, you can go to, Face Space and they'll have a good used set. Now these come in letters and numbers, that way you can do your full VIN or ID number. These come in a variety of sizes. Generally a 1/4 inch up to a 1/2 inch is the pretty common ones. But today I'm gonna use the 1/4 inch. So let's give it a try. So other than the punch set, the only other tool you'll need would be a small sledgehammer. Now if you don't have one of these, find a good metal hammer, that'll work too. Quick safety tip though, if you value your fingers and don't like to bleed like I do in almost every project, it's not a bad idea to get a good pair of safety gloves just in case you smash your fingers. They also make these, which is a punch or chisel holder. You just take your punch, slide it into here, tighten it up. That way you don't smash your fingers. So before you get started stamping the VIN, again, don't screw it up. Write down the VIN number on a piece of paper and keep it next to you. And if looks are your thing, you can go through and get painter's tape or masking tape and make a straight line. That way your VIN number looks great. So when I go to put my first character down, I'm gonna grab my stamp and I'm gonna put it towards the edge right here at the 90. That way it's more rigid, because if I put it towards the end with no support and hit it, it's gonna bounce and vibrate. So generally I go through, push down hard with my finger or your holder and give it a couple small taps to try to split the paint, and then I give it one hard hit. And if you feel that it hasn't moved or jumped around, you can hit it a second time. And then you'll continue on with your full VIN number. Now once you've got the full VIN number or ID number stamped in the tongue, I'd go through and at least put a partial VIN number on a couple more places of the trailer. Now, if you want to go the extra mile, I've seen other people get a piece of metal or steel, stamp the full VIN number on it, flip it over, do it on the back side, and then they weld it to the bottom side of the trailer. That way, if by chance the thief ever found it and ground it off there, if it ever did get recovered, you could tell the police, hey, on the back side of that piece of metal is gonna be my VIN number. Now, if you have a homemade trailer or your trailer didn't come with a VIN number, you can actually go online to Amazon or some other websites and buy an aftermarket VIN or ID plate. Then you can punch or stamp your number right onto that plate. Now, when you go to secure that onto your trailer, I definitely use some type of rivets and not screws, because anybody with a screwdriver can just pull that plate right off. Now, if you don't have mechanical skills or these tools, reach out to a friend, neighbor, family member. Maybe they can help you out. Or you could reach out to your local police department or sheriff's office, highway patrol. Maybe they have an auto theft division that they could help you do this. So now you've seen multiple ways to stamp, engrave, or add distinguishing marks to your trailer. Now the last and probably one of the most important steps is photographing your hard work. Oh yeah. Everything that you've done so far goes down the drain if you can't provide the police a VIN, ID, or tag number off your trailers. So once you've taken all the photographs, it's a good idea to save them to the cloud or a thumb drive and not just keep them on your phone. If you guys know of any better ways to ID your trailers, type them down the old clickety-clack, and while you're there, smash the like button and subscribe. That helps me be able to make more videos like this. I appreciate your time. Thanks for watching.